everyone, and welcome to the fourth section of Module 3 with the title Participatory Toolkit. This section is a how-to-use overview of the self-explained guide of theory, participatory tools, and proposed methodologies that everyone can follow to create virtual field trips. This guide contains chapters from theory to practical steps and examples. What is a participatory process? This chapter has a theoretical overview of the history and the different concepts of participation. Participation is a structured methodology involving a community or group of people in a specific collective practice or decision-making process. Participation can make a process inclusive and democratic. It can make different voices and needs to be heard. The participatory projects vary in objectives, methods, tools, scale, subjects, goals, and expected results. The next few slides present a short historical background of the evolution of participatory concepts and different theories. Bringing together different theoretical frameworks, we can say that in its essence, a participatory activity, workshop, or design is a methodology in which the process is structured according to the basic primary objectives and activities of participation. The facilitators and participants collaborate to develop a collective result, and a combination of specific techniques and tools is implemented. The next chapter of the Participatory Toolkit refers to the goals and the target groups. The main goal of this toolkit is to provide methodological steps and to propose tools and techniques for the co-design of virtual field trips. The general goals are to help the more traditional higher education methodologies in order to adapt to the new era's needs, to support teachers by contributing in innovative teaching methods for motivating students, to familiarize teachers with blended learning methods and participatory methods and tools, and to apply a common glossary among tutors and professionals in the fields of geography and urban planning or urban design. The toolkit's target groups are teachers in higher education, higher education students and academics, and researchers in the fields of geography, urban planning, and spatial design. Creating virtual field trips, step-by-step process. Here we will see two examples from Athens and Hamburg. Regardless the target groups, the subject and the scale of participation, every participatory action, in our case the co-creation of a virtual field trip, follows these general methodological steps. First, definition of the goals, action plan, and the target groups of the project. Second, data collection. Third, collective brainstorming. Fourth, realization of the participatory project's main actions, in our case, the creation of a virtual field trip. And the fifth, presentation to the group, community, consultation, or evaluation committee. The project partners created virtual field trips in two different study fields by developing and implementing two different participatory step-by-step methodologies in Athens and Hamburg. In the next few slides, you can get in touch with the different methodological approaches that partners followed in the two experimentations. This is a chapter where you can get inspired in order to create your own virtual field trips with your team. First, we present the step-by-step process in Athens. In this slide, by clicking on the link, you can find all the virtual field trips created in Athens by the partners. And now we present the step-by-step process in Hamburg. In this comparative table, you can check the differences and similarities between the two cases regarding the data collection tools, methodologies, field trip implementation tools and techniques. Different examples of methodological frameworks and virtual field trips are presented here. In this section, this guide proposes different methodological workflows and approaches that the project partners have developed and followed during their virtual field trips creations. You can navigate and get inspired from the vGlobal Partners workflow charts. And here we have the next chapter referring to the categories of participatory tools. In this chapter, the guide proposes a variety of participatory tools and techniques that you can use to co-create your virtual field trip. The tools can be used during the different steps of participation. They are divided into categories according to their use, and the main categories are aspiration mapping, brainstorming and co-design of field trips and excursions, sensory mapping, sensations, perspective, sentiments, collaborative SWOT analysis tools, data collection and mobile data collection tools, storytelling and story map tools, and consultation, voting, evaluation tools. In its category, the guide provides the tools, a description for the tool, the link to it, and some tips or tutorials. Finally, in this table, you can find an overview of the tools as well as the different participatory steps where you can use them. Thank you very much for your attention. We invite you to download the Participatory Toolkit, discover the field of participation, and experiment with your virtual field trips.